Thank you for joining us for our 15-minute silent meditation. Let us begin by taking a deep, centering breath.
Good morning, and welcome to Creative Living Fellowship's online Sunday service. Please join me in singing our opening song, Use Me. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. I used to think God was the sun, God is the sun, and God's so much more than the earth and the stars and all of creation. God is creator, all in all, and God needs us to shine its light as me, as you, so use me. Oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Command my hands, what must they do? Command my life, it's here for you. God is the love that heals all creation. God is creator, makes all things new, and God needs us to shine its light as me, as you, so use me. Oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do.
Good morning. Welcome to Creative Living Fellowship. I'm the Reverend Dr. Sherry F. McCreary. I am the Senior Minister here at Creative Living Fellowship, and it is my honor to welcome you here today. We are a religious science church and teaching center, and we welcome all paths that lead to truth. We have a special message that we give to guests who are with us for the first time. If you're with us for the first time, I'd like to extend that message to you. Whoever you are, wherever you've been, whatever brought you through our doors today, we welcome you here into our hearts. Namaste. Namaste is a Sanskrit word that means the God in me honors and recognizes the God in you, and that we do. I recognize that you had a lot of options today, and we're really happy that you chose to spend your Sunday morning with us. We have two practitioners who are holding the high watch for us this morning, and what that means is that Jeannie Sovereigns and Rhonda Emmerich are sitting in meditation and prayerful contemplation, just holding a space for us to move through whatever it is we may be moving through today and for the perfect unfolding of this service. And so I thank Rhonda and I thank Jeannie very much for your service here today. Also, our AV team that has made this service possible to come to you online today consists of Nicole Jordan and Luis Morales. Thank you, Luis, and thank you, Nicole. We're now going to have our video announcements that Nicole will be bringing to us. And shortly after the announcements, there will be a brief gong wash. After the gong wash, there'll be a few moments of silence, and then practitioner Carrie Sherman will bring us our reading and our evocation. Nicole, the announcements.
Good morning, Creative Living Fellowship. Are you ready for your announcements? Remember that you can join us for midday meditation on Facebook at noon, Monday through Thursday. We look forward to seeing you there. Stay connected and supported, and join Reverend Sherry every Tuesday as she hosts a Community Care Connection Zoom meeting at 6:30 p.m. You can find the Zoom link information in the comments, our weekly email, on our website, and in our Facebook events. We look forward to seeing you on Tuesday. Remember, you can now make contributions to CLF via Text to Give. Simply text the amount you'd like to donate to 602-610-1868. If it is your first time donating by text, you'll be sent a link to set up your account and to link your desired payment method. This payment method will then be linked to your phone going forward, so all you'll need to do is text the amount you'd like to give. Well, the time is upon us to start processing a plan to return to in-person gatherings here at CLF. And we would love to have your input. An email went out last Thursday with a survey link. The link can be found in the comments of this video. If you're on YouTube, then in our video description, as well as on our website under survey. Again, your input matters to us, and we need this by Tuesday, May 26th. Thank you so much for your participation. And that's it for today's announcements. It is now time to move on to our gong wash with a brief moment of silence.
Good morning. The reading this morning is from the Science of Mind textbook at page 365. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? That's from Psalm 27:1. I tune out all negative ideas and tune in with the sunshine of life, with brightness and laughter, with the joyous presence that is life itself. I know that all the beauty of form around me is the garment of God. I know that the presence that is manifested in my heart and mind is God expressing himself within the garment of form. As I feel this presence more and more, I hear the song of joy deep within. Always when I am still, I hear the song of life pouring through my consciousness. I have only to listen, for it is always there. When this knowledge, this assurance that loving presence is always here, closer to me than breathing, nearer than hands and feet, I have nothing to fear. I feel this loving protection around me, and I know that it is a bulwark of strength. I know that it is not only a song of joy, but a song of love and protection. Knowing this, that I am the very essence of God, joy wells up within my heart, and life sings through me in radiant ecstasy. Please join me now in prayer. Radiant ecstasy, spirit, divine mind, love. By any other name, it is still the only and one source in this universe, the one power, the one presence in this universe, the one energy, the one expression. That expression is working through and making its presence known through everything, everywhere, through everyone, everywhere, including me. It is my source. It is my essence. It is my power. I, Carrie Sherman, am a spiritual being having a wonderful human experience. Knowing, connecting, claiming, affirming that I am this power, expressing uniquely, beautifully, on purpose. I know that is the truth for everyone involved in this service this morning and everywhere on this planet. I speak my word right here and right now in this moment of deep knowing, of radiant ecstasy, that I am protected, that everyone is protected, loved beyond measure, uplifted to the highest heights, and that all is well. Nearer than hand and feet, I am God in action, and I choose to be joy, intelligence, creativity, peace, harmony, health, radiant ecstasy. I bless this service, the ongoing unfoldment of this beautiful time together, knowing that it is by divine appointment. I send blessings to our guest speaker, absolutely knowing the uniqueness, the power of God within this individual blesses, multiplies the ecstasy within this time together. Thank you, God. Thank you, divine indwelling presence. Thank you, life, for reminding me every single day who and whose I am, knowing that everyone involved in this beautiful service this morning is blessed beyond measure and knows it, the very core of their being. So I release my word with great gratitude into that universal law of one, letting it rest, knowing that it is done. I am so grateful. And so it is. Amen.
And now it is my pleasure to introduce our musical inspiration and guest speaker for today, none other than singer, songwriter, author, entertainer, Karen Drucker, who is very well known to all of us. Karen's message is about healing and love, and her chants and her songs are used around the world, helping people to deal with illness and loss. She's recorded 20 CDs of her inspirational music, which we have all enjoyed very, very much. She has a best-selling book, Let Go of the Shore, and her intention is to use her music to open hearts and to share a message of hope, acceptance, and love. And so without further ado, here is Karen Drucker.
Hey there, Creative Living Fellowship. Yay! It's Karen Drucker here. I'm so glad to be back with you. It's been quite a long time. So I have a song that pretty much sums up what my talk is today, what I want to talk to you about. I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. I want you to sing that with me now. I will be gentle with myself. Yeah. I will be gentle with myself, and I will hold myself, and I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. I will be tender with my heart. I will be tender with my heart. I will be tender with my heart, and I will hold my heart. I will hold my heart like a newborn baby child. Sing that again. I will be tender with my heart. I will be tender with my heart, and I will hold my heart, and I will hold my heart like a newborn baby child. Listen to this next part. And I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. Doesn't that give you so much permission? I will only go as fast. I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. I will be easy on myself. I will be easy on myself. I will be easy on and I will rock myself. I will rock myself like a newborn baby child. Do that again. I will be easy on myself. I will be easy on myself, and I will rock myself. I'll rock myself like a newborn baby child. All right, now let's affirm and say, I am gentle. I am gentle with myself. Yeah, I am gentle with myself, and I love myself. I love myself like a newborn baby child. Sing that again. I am gentle with myself. I am gentle with myself, and I love myself. I love myself like a newborn baby child, and I rock myself. And I rock myself like a newborn baby child, and I love myself. And I love myself like a newborn baby child. I will be tender with my heart. I will be easy on myself. I will be easy on myself. I don't know about you, but that is a spiritual practice unto itself for me. So I want you to do something with me right now. I want you to put your hand over your heart. Put your hand over your heart. Take a deep breath. And I want you to go into your heart right now and just say, what does my heart have to say? What does my heart have to say? And just listen. Just take a deep breath. And just let your heart come forth saying what it needs from you today. What does my heart have to say? It could be, I need to rest. I need to be quiet. I need to call an old friend. I need to forgive myself, whatever it is. So you can open your eyes for a moment. So I learned this as a spiritual practice years ago. I had a job where I was an actor in a little comedy play, a little puppet show. And my character was called Dr. Heart. And I had a heart smock and heart earrings and heart hat and just heart everything. And what was truly amazing about this little job of mine was that I had to have a little stethoscope, and we would go around to all the different pediatric wards here and where I live in the Bay Area in San Francisco. And I would go up to these children that were all hooked up to these, machines, and they just looked sick and sad. And my job was to take the stethoscope and go up to them and say, what does your heart have to say, little one? What does your heart have to say? And I'd put my little stethoscope to their heart and say, what does your heart have to say? And it was the sweetest thing because they would look up at me with these big eyes and say, oh, my heart's sad because I want to go home, or my heart's sad because my parents are so worried. And what I did was I gave them the opportunity to just express what was on their heart. And, I think that when we allow ourselves to do that, especially now with what we're going through, allow those emotions to just come up. What does my heart have to say? Right now, I'm happy. Right now, I'm sad. Right now, I'm panicked. Right now, I'm elated. I mean, I don't know about you, but I have been like this pendulum going back and forth. On one hand, I love that I'm home because I'm usually on the road traveling and doing this kind of work, which I love, but it requires being on a plane a lot. And I love being home and puttering in my house. And on the other hand, I'll go into panic and think, oh my God, how will I make a living and what will I do? And I miss people. I miss doing this work, seeing you and doing a talk and being able to feel the room and see people's eyes and see what is happening in their hearts. But for now, I imagine you. For now, I go into my heart and say, what does my heart have to say? And my heart is saying, just express right now, express through this medium. Allow it to be that you give your love in this way. And so hopefully that's coming through to you, because I'm picturing you. I can see your sanctuary. I could picture being there. I actually did a Posy concert there, I remember, with Daniel Nemot and Sue Riley, and I just can picture your sanctuary. So I have to just put myself there. But when we start our day with that exercise, what does my heart have to say? It sets the tone for the rest of the day. So my question to you is, did you wake up this morning and go, oh my God, it's a beautiful day? And you went to the mirror, you looked at yourself in the mirror and said, oh my God, did you get more beautiful overnight? Did you say that? Or did you say, oh my God, everything's dropping, what's happening? And to me, the idea that we start our day in a positive way, that we put those feelings, we put those ideas in our head in the most gentle way, that we allow ourselves to start our day saying positive, kind things to ourselves. There's a Linda Ronstadt song, you're no good, you're no good, you're no good, baby, you're no good. And there's a Beatles song, I think I'm gonna be sad, I think it's today. Do you want to start your day that way? I don't think so. So to me, when I allow myself to just stop and check in with my heart, and especially to just let anything that comes up be what needs to come up. And when you do that, when you really tell the truth, what could come up sometimes is, if you were supposed to meet someone later or have a phone call with someone or do another Zoom conference call, what might come up is no. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. if I'm going to be true to my heart and what my heart is saying, oh, little girlfriend, little sweetheart, you need to just stop and listen and rest. Or you need to cry. Or you need to call someone up and forgive them and not do these other appointments you had. And, that's hard for us. That's hard when we're giving people and we want to have people like us. But, when we allow ourselves to say no, when we allow ourselves to check in with our authentic self first, that's the way we can live our lives from that authentic place, from that spirit-based, spirit-driven, spirit-led life, to me, is about trusting your heart. And so Cheryl Richardson has a great quote that I love that says, to be truly authentic to yourself, you have to be willing to say no, sometimes every day. You have to be willing to say no every day. That's scary. But, I wrote a song years ago called N-O is my new yes. And in that song, I have a line that says, how good is my giving, how authentic, how true, when I cheat me just to please you. Ooh. How good is my giving, how authentic, how true, when I cheat me just to make sure you're okay, just to please you. I'm not being authentic then. So I would rather risk having some disappointment, having a little bit of an issue with someone that I might need to clear up. But by me being true to myself and saying, this is what I need to do, that's the first part of self-care. So that's really what this talk is about today, is radical self-care. And self-care, can be, getting enough sleep. I mean, especially in these times, getting enough sleep, getting enough exercise, all that kind of stuff. But I'm talking about the deeper part, because we are in a transition here, obviously. And, I have a GPS that I have it with an English accent on my iPhone. And when I'm driving someplace and she says, turn right, and I go, no, I think it's 2 more blocks. And then, I think she was wrong. Instead of her berating me and saying, why don't you listen to me? You were always so stubborn. Why don't you do this? She simply says, recalculating. And so I think that the key right here is knowing that we are recalculating everything in our lives. We are recalculating what it was before and what it's going to be as we move into this new way of being, which none of us know what it is. I mean, yesterday I just had a meltdown. I was just doing fine. I'm puttering around the house. And then all of a sudden it just hit me of like, will I ever be able to sing with people again? Will I ever be able to be, doing concerts and doing, what it is that I love with people and seeing them, looking in their eyes? And I just started sobbing. And I started sobbing for all of the people that are dying around the world and people that can't be with their loved ones when they're making their transition. It just like all of a sudden hit me. But then it's like, what happens with life? It's like, okay, that's what it is right now. And I just felt it. I allowed it to sweep over me. And then it was like, okay, time to do the dishes. I remember when my mother died, it's Mother's Day weekend, and I'm just thinking about my mom this weekend a lot. And I remember when I was in Costco, and I'm going down the aisles, and I'm shopping, and it had been like about a month or something like that. And I'm just doing my thing, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, I call it the wave. The wave came over me, and I just started. It's just like, I don't know what triggered it, but I started sobbing. I mean, I think I was in the toilet paper section, and I'm just sitting there in front of the Charmin, and I'm just crying. And I will never forget that someone came up and just simply put their hand on my shoulder. I mean, I was so into it that it's like, it wasn't even something for me to turn around and look. I could feel them put their hand on my shoulder and just leave it there for just a moment. Oh, I could cry just even thinking about this. They just left their hand there and then walked on. They just walked on. And I could just feel someone saying, I hear you, I see you. I'm there with you. And it was the most beautiful moment. I never knew who they were, but it's that kindness. It's that kindness that happens when we allow ourselves to be in touch with our heart and say, what is mine to do today, Spirit? What is mine to be? And a lot of times what is mine to do is saying, I want to be present. I just want to be present in the world. And that means waking up. That means waking up and seeing things. You know, being able to be present to people. I mean, one of my favorite stories is that when I was traveling and I was on Southwest Airlines in the coveted A position, and I remember I was standing in front of the line, and you know, everyone's on their cell phones. They're all looking down, their heads are down. No one's connecting with each other. But I remember I said, you know, that day my heart was saying, choose to be present all day long. And so I was just being present and looking around, and I saw a scene. I saw a scene of a man who was obviously bringing his elderly mother to the flight attendant to the gate. You know, she looked like she had like a little bit of dementia or something, like she wasn't quite understanding what was happening. But I could see the look on his face because I was present. I could see the look of worry. And I know that look. I know that look from with my parents going through, you know, their health challenges. And he just had that worried look. And I remember somehow he must have felt my energy going towards him, because he turned around and he looked at me. And I just motioned to him through sign language, like, I'll look out for her. You know, don't worry. I'll watch her. And he just went, oh, thank you. Thank you. And as he walked away, he kept looking back. And I just said, don't worry. I got her. Don't worry. And so now we took our trip, and we get to our destination. And I see her at the end of, I always want to call it a gangplank. It's the jetway. She's standing at the top of the jetway, and she's looking really confused, like she doesn't know where to go, because obviously the person who was bringing her there couldn't come and get her through the security line. And so I come up to her and I say, hi there, my name is Karen, and I'll take you to whoever is picking you up today. And she looked at me and she said, oh, Karen, you look like you've lost weight. You look fabulous. And I went, oh, sure, thanks. And so I took her to, you know, I walked her down and we're just chatting, and I see her, the person who looked like it was going to pick her up, it looked like the other brother, and he had that anxious look like this. And, you know, I said, I got her. And so I sort of passed her off, and she said, oh, Karen, you're going to spend the weekend with us and have dinner tonight with us? And the poor brother's like, who are you? But I realized that that little moment of kindness totally served me. That moment of saying, I want to be present, served me in being able to be present to that situation of helping someone. And to me, that's really what it's all about, is just being kind to each other, especially right now in this time, and being gentle with ourselves. And, you know, I'm thinking about another Southwest Airlines flight that I was on. And again, this is just sweetness that the flight attendant came on and said, all right, everyone, put your windows down, put the shades down on your windows. And everyone kind of looks at each other like, oh my God, what's happening? Is this like a drill, some kind of a drill of some kind? And so we put our shades down. She goes, all right, and then put your call light button on. Everyone do that right now. And we're all going, because everyone's always, not even listening to anything. All of a sudden, everyone was totally present. And so we all put our call lights on, and we're waiting for the next instructions like this. And she said, all right, this is Manny. He's turning 97 today. Manny, come up here right now, and I want you all to sing happy birthday to him, okay? 1, 2, 3. And everybody sang happy birthday, and it was so incredibly awful, because you've got the first part of the plane singing in one key at one time, and the rest of us in the back were in another key at another time. And it was just, and everyone singing off key and loud, and it didn't matter. It was the sweetest thing. I actually started crying. And then what she instructed us to do was, at the end, we were all supposed to turn our call lights off when he blew out the candles all around the plane. And that kind of a situation is just so sweet. It's that sweetness that we can give to each other. And, everyone always rushes off of planes and tries to, get off the plane as fast as possible. Well, on this day, they made Manny stand at the exit, and they made him a crown of swizzle sticks, of all those. They made him like this little crown, and everybody stopped and wished him a happy birthday. And what was really super sweet at the end was, now I'm in the, throngs of people in the airport, and now I'm going to get my luggage. And all of us that had that experience were all like, "Hi, how are you? You were on my flight." There was this connection and sweetness. So I think that the main thing I want to leave you with today is the idea that when you have a spiritual practice of every morning, waking up and just being sweet to yourself in whatever way that looks. I mean, it could really be a 5-minute spiritual practice where you say, what does my heart have to say? Then maybe you listen to, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. You sing along with me. And maybe you do a little bit of movement, but this whole practice could be 5 minutes. But when you do that, when you allow yourself to come from that place of being present and grounded, I can guarantee you that anybody you see after that, even if you're still at home and you're just relating to your family, you will have a sparkle. You will have a presence to you that is different than if you just woke up and raced out of bed. And to me, the idea that right now we can heal the world. I mean, here's another little song. We can heal the world one heart at a time. We can heal the world one heart at a time. I see you. I know you. You're a part of me. I just think it's like when we can know that our love can heal this world, that's the most important thing. So I'm going to give you one quote that I just love. Well, 2 quotes actually, real fast. Self-care is never a selfish act. It is simply good stewardship of the only gift I have, the gift I was put on earth to offer to others. Parker Palmer. And then one more I want to leave you with. Listening to your heart, finding out who you are is not simple. It takes time for the chatter to quiet down. But in the silence of not doing, we begin to know what we really feel. If we listen and hear what is being offered, then anything in life can be our guide. But first, we have to stop and listen. Stop and listen. Be gentle with yourself. That's the greatest gift you could give to the world. So it is.
Thank you so much, Karen, for that beautiful message and that beautiful music. We really appreciate your being here with us today for our service. And so now let's all take a deep breath together as we move into our offering time. This is a time that we give of our tithes and our offerings. And as you know, we here at CLF tithe. We are a tithing church, and we invite you to participate in this sacred practice by pressing the donate button on our website, on our Facebook page, or in the comments section of the Facebook page that you're watching right now. Remember that we also have a new feature, which is text to give, and that means that you can use your cell phone to text your donation to CLF. And let me tell you how much we really appreciate your donations, your financial contributions, your continued financial support, as you recognize that our financial obligations continue, and you have continued to support us. And so we thank you very, very much. We really do appreciate it. And so now, here's Karen Drucker.
Okay, you ready to rock out a little bit? So it's all about being grateful, because when you're grateful, you can deal with stress. This is my affirmation now. I am too blessed to be stressed. I am just too blessed. So I want you to get up off your seats. You've been sitting for too long now. Get up and get dancing. I know you can do it. I want you to sing along with me. Let me teach it to you. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm too grateful to be hateful. I'm too blessed to be pissed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. Not gonna let it get me down. Not gonna let it push me over. Not gonna let it run me around. 'Cause I know the truth. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm too grateful to be hateful. I'm too blessed to be pissed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. Doesn't matter what's on the news. You can't make my mind up for me. Ain't gonna hear me sing the blues. 'Cause I know the truth. I'm too blessed, to be stressed. I'm too grateful to be hateful. I'm too blessed to be pissed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I think it's time to blow. Just have to imagine it's a saxophone. And you notice it matches the purple, everything. I am grateful for each breath I take. Yes, yes. I am grateful I am wide awake. Yes, yes. I am grateful for each passing day. Yes, yes. I am grateful. I am grateful. Oh, I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm too grateful to be hateful. I'm too blessed to be pissed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. Come on, sing with me now. I'm too blessed, blessed to be stressed. Stressed. I'm too grateful to be hateful. I'm too blessed, blessed to be pissed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm too blessed to be. I am not going to be stressed because I'm going to count my blessings every day. Oh, I'm not going to be stressed because I'm so blessed. Be blessed. Thanks for listening. Thanks.
And once again, I'd like to thank Karen Drucker for her music, for her message today, for her being here with us, and invite her to come back to see us soon. I just have a few closing announcements. Next week, our musical inspiration is singer-songwriter Jamie Lula. We love Jamie, and we're glad that he's going to be here with us next week. Don't forget that we have on-call practitioners who are available to pray live with you if you have a prayer request. So you can find their numbers on our website, on our Facebook page, and Nicole is also putting them in the comments section right now. So don't hesitate to call a practitioner to pray with you if you feel that you're in need of prayer. We also have an email address for practitioners if you want to submit a written prayer request. That email is prayer@creativelivingfellowship.com. That's prayer@creativelivingfellowship.com. So feel free to email a practitioner for prayer, and they will be praying for you continuously. Thank you very much. So on Tuesday evenings, don't forget that we have our community care time, and that's the time that I connect with the community and you connect with me, and we come on and we talk on Zoom and we check in with each other and see how we're doing and share and just have a great time seeing each other. That's the closest we come to connecting and meeting and greeting like we used to do here in the sanctuary. So I invite you to come out and join us at 6:30 on Tuesdays, 6:30 to 7:45. It's a wonderful time to connect and to see your friends and to see our community. So join us. Continue to check our newsletter, our Facebook page, and our email for updates about what's going on with our services and our offerings. Also, there was an email that went out a couple of weeks ago advising you that we will not be back in the sanctuary in May and probably not at all in June. There was also a survey that went out asking your opinions about how we get back here, how we come back for in-person gatherings. And I hope that you have filled out the survey and sent it back to us by just clicking the link. If you've not, please go and check that survey and send it back to us, because we would like to know how you feel about coming back, what you think about coming back, and how you'd like to see re-entry happen here at Creative Living Fellowship. Continue to check the CDC website to find out what's going on as far as guidelines and health guidelines and the way to stay safe and healthy. And finally, read the treatment for supply. Don't forget that that's our prayer, and I invite you to continue to use it daily, continue to use it consistently, constantly, and with feeling, with meaning, with gusto. And most importantly, continue to check with each other. Continue to check in, say hello, how you doing, phone call, email, text message, whatever it is, cards, however you connect with each other. Say I love you, say I miss you, say I can't wait to see you. Because that's how I feel too. I love you, I miss you, I can't wait to see you guys. Meanwhile, take good care of yourselves. God bless.